Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, the Trans-Nzoia Governor, George Natembeya, has been very vocal on speaking out on the matters that are not really going well in this country. He's just actually playing an oversight role to the national government, and the issue is that when there is a vacuum, there will be someone to occupy that vacuum. We cannot live in a vacuum. And for you to see Governor Natembeya speaking so much on the national government, the executive, it means that there is someone who has failed to play his or her role. So we can't live in a vacuum. There will be someone to replace that person. Sasa wabunge wamesahau kujua majukumu yao kama wabunge. Ndio maana watu kama Governor Natembeya, when they come in to fill the gap. As simple as that. There are very many things that Natembeya has talked about. He has warned the executive, especially on matters of security, the issue of development in this country, and very many other things. So with that, his relation with the President William Ruto has not been that good. They have been even able to exchange bitterly in public events like funeral. A kind of political enmity is now growing between the two. So, there was an event in Trans-Nzoia where Governor Natembeya is actually governing. And Ruto sent someone, I want to believe one of his close allies, to go and address George Natembeya. And this is the message he had for George Natembeya. He clearly addressed him that Natembeya must respect the president. Heshimu rais. Raisi sio rika yako. That was his clear message to the governor. Now, it did not even need George Natembeya to respond to that message. The audience graciously responded to this guy, who is a state house messenger. The audience responded. They made noise. They stopped him. They silenced him. They rejected his message literally. And they were, the guy was actually snatched the microphone just to stop the chaos. That is the reality that Ruto should know. This is how the ground is behaving. Kuambia ndugu yangu Governor Natembeya, rais sio rika yako. Heshimu rais. Now, I saw a member of parliament driving a point from Tamthilia Kifo Kisimani, where we had Mutemi Bokono. And now, she's saying that defending Mutemi Bonoko, it's no longer Bokono, now it's Bonoko, Mutemi Bonoko. It's one of the hardest jobs ever to do right now. In fact, it's not just hard, it is also dangerous, very dangerous. To defend William Ruto is dangerous. You become an enemy and a target of the public. That is the reality. Now, I want us to continue with the final discussion, but I have a quick request for those who are watching the channel and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to our discussion. Now, we have two messages here. One message for George Natembeya And again, there's also another message for William Ruto and his allies. Kwa hivyo ujumbe upo. One message from Ruto, another message from the ground, from the people. Jumbe kwa watu watatu. Ruto, George Natembeya, and Ruto's allies, his close allies. So Ruto's message is meant to threaten George Natembeya. Sasa huyu jamaa anaambia Natembeya, rais rika yako. Ruto miaka 58. 60 something there. George Natembeya 1971. Tofauti yao miaka 5. Mwambie usikuje ukamkosea rais heshima, si rika yako. I wish you would have talked about the office. But the message is here to threaten, silence, and stop George Natembeya from advancing his political oversight role that he's doing. Mambo ya oversight inaendelea. Orengo anasukuma kule, George Natembeya ako huku. Na hawako peke yao. Kuna magavana wengine pia wanafanya hiyo shughuli kwa sababu wabunge na bunge nzima la Kenya limesahau majukumu waliotwikwa na wananchi. Hawa sasa kazi yao imebaki tu ni kuimba mtemi Rais William Ruto and all that. They have been reduced to supporters of William Ruto, not even legislators, but supporters. So this kind of people, when they issue such statement, it is a threat, it is a warning to George Natembeya that chenda kala ugende karaha wende pole pole. But the response from the audience is enough. In fact, the response has empowered George Natembeya to continue advancing what he was doing. Because in the politics, what matters is the electorate. If either they want you or they don't want you. The message here is clear that George Natembeya is right. They want to hear what George Natembeya has been saying. He must continue with what he has been saying. And William Ruto is the worst. He is wrong person. He should not be defended. He must be rejected. That's the message there. So to William Ruto, it's a blow. It has backfired. So if he thought he's going to silence George Natembeya, the public is telling Natembeya, do not fear. Stand up and continue. We are behind you. In fact, what has made me to come and speak about this, it was the reaction from the audience. So pia jamaa kiongea litaka audience isikie. Before George Natembeya would answer, even they don't need to respond to this. He just need to share this video. It's enough to speak. Now, it is no longer George Natembeya speaking. It is the ground speaking. So it is upon William Ruto to heed to the voice from the ground. Asikize wananchi wanasema nini. Wananchi wanafurahia na kushabikia yale mambo Natembeya anaongea. Na ndio ifike kiwango ya kuja kutishia George Natembeya ni kwamba yale mambo mengi yenye George Natembeya ameongelea mengine yamekuja kufanyika. It has come to pass. Kwa hivyo akubaliana na ukweli. George Natembeya has talked about the issue of IDs issuing to non-citizens who take over the country, take the advantage, fly to abroad, then cause violence there. and then it come and hit and harm our country back by destroying our reputation. Hawa Kenya wanakuja kurusha mabomu huku, kumbe si hao. Ni mali sababu tu walitoka pale Somalia. Kwa sababu muda alitaka kufurahisha watu wachache kwa mpango wa kutaka kutumia mlango wa nyuma kupata kura ambazo hazipo. So silence Natembeya. The response is that Natembeya must continue speaking. No more silencing. That is the message. Kama wewe ni William Ruto ama umetumwa na Ruto, utafanyaje? So the hardest thing to do as of now is defending a failed regime like the one under William Ruto and the ruling UDA party. It is one of the hardest thing. I'm sure this guy left this place so much humiliated. Ulikuja kwa heshima yako, karuhusiwa kapewa kipaza sauti. Lakini ukitoka pale umeharibu heshima yako, umedalalishwa, umedharauliwa, umekataliwa. Now that's the reality. I don't know your views, but let us meet in the comment section to continue with this discussion. Otherwise, thank you so much for those who have listened to me up to this far, and I see you in our next video.